Megan, we gotta get you some drugstore makeup, girlfriend. Alright, so today we're going to be trying out some of Meghan Markle's favorite makeup. If you don't know who Meghan Markle is, she's a Duchess. She's married to Prince Harry. I was very excited to title this video Trying a Princess's Makeup, but according to Google, there is a difference between a Duchess and a princess. A princess, you apparently have to be born into the family, so clarification there. I just came across this article on People called Every Beauty Product Meghan Markle has said she loved and where to buy them. Not every day you can try out favorite makeup from a Duchess, so I thought it would just be fun to do that and see how they work for me. She does not have cheap taste, I'll tell you that much. We have some Chanel in here, Charlotte Tilbury, YSL. They are also having a baby, so I'm not sure if she's using all these products while she's pregnant. There's probably some that she can't use, but this article came out in August before she announced that she was pregnant. So if you're excited for this video idea and you enjoy it while you're watching, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, you can join the Beyrito family and subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Alright, so there was a ton of skincare mentioned in the article, so apparently Meghan's all about her skincare. Go Meghan. Are we allowed to refer to her by her first name? I don't even know. Duchess Meghan? Duchess Markle? But the only skincare kind of product I purchased was this because this is something we could like try out in this kind of video, but it's the Derma E Hydrating Mist with hyaluronic acid and green tea. And this is actually totally something that I would pick up myself to kind of want to try. And this was only $14. It's vegan, cruelty-free. The article says Meghan spritzes this on after she lands, and that's how she lands in a plane looking all fresh-faced. I'm going to try this underneath makeup as well. Clips are almost worse than socks. Where do they go? So this has hyaluronic acid in it. The best way to apply hyaluronic acid is, ooh, that looks like a nice fine mister, is when your face still has a little bit of moisture in it. I just want to test it out. Okay, let's actually spray it on now. Oh, never mind. It like almost has a nice mister. Smells like tea. Meghan, how are you not getting your entire outfit covered in this shit? The mister is fine, but it is very wide, so it still went down to my neck and everything. But my face feels nice and moisturized right now, and it does seem to be kind of drying down, which I like for underneath makeup. Doesn't feel like oily or anything. Okay, so for foundation, Meghan doesn't have cheap taste. Should I Google this? I feel like I'm offending some person right now. Can you call Meghan by her first name? I don't know. We're gonna refer to her as the Duchess from now on. This was her recommended foundation, which was $135. It is the Chanel Sublimage Le Tint, probably saying that completely wrong, Ultimate Radiance Generating Cream Foundation. I have the lightest shade, 10 Beige. She says that she uses this Luxe Chanel foundation for natural looking coverage that doesn't hide her freckles. So, not expecting this to be full coverage or anything. I'm not going to be doing a full day wear test or anything in this video because I have to film a second video right after this. But if you guys want to see this foundation, again, like a full dedicated Foundation Friday video, maybe trying it in a different way the second time for that video, let me know if you'd want to see that because, like I said, this is a pricey, so let's do as many videos as we can out of it, am I right? Oh, they give you a brush for $135. Look at that. And they give you a plastic spatula. All right, so the brush off the bat feels pretty flimsy. It doesn't feel bad, but if I just had this brush sitting on my desk and felt it, I definitely would not guess it was like a high-end brush the way it feels. This feels more like something that I would probably use for contour or something. Oh wow, you get a gold book. Shade looks nice and neutral. So it's a jarred foundation, obviously. There's a ton of product on here, so I'm first going to take my finger and just kind of apply that to the face. Feels very creamy. Try not to get this all in my hair. Smells interesting. Smells like bathroom spray. Oh, it's getting kind of better coverage as I work it into the skin. Thought it was going to be super light coverage when I first started blending it out. Definitely still looks like light coverage, but it looks pretty. And the shade is actually like a pretty close shade match. Yeah, don't love the scent of this at all. You do have to work this into your skin. Like when I'm first applying it, it's looking pretty streaky, as you can see, but then when you really work it in and blend it out, it almost like melts into your skin and it looks really pretty. Liking it so far. Actually, the way it's looking right now and just like the coverage and everything and the finish is actually reminding me a lot of the CoverGirl CG Smoothers. I reviewed this in a recent Foundation Friday if you want to know my thoughts, but it's looking like almost identical to how that looks at this point. I do want to see if I can build this up, so I'm going to take my dry sponge and just build it up in certain areas and see if we can get more coverage. It's feeling really comfortable on the skin. Like I do feel like I have a kind of thick cream moisturizer on. Doesn't seem to be building a whole lot. My redness is still coming through and scarring. Like the shade, like how it's looking. It doesn't look like revolutionary or anything. Like I said, it looks pretty dang similar to the CoverGirl CG Smoother. So for $135, you know, I don't know. But do let me know down below if you guys want to see a full other wear test with this. And I am going to spray this over top after I've done my makeup. So just to see how it looks with that dewy setting spray too. So this next one is one of those products I've always heard about and I've just never picked it up. And this is the YSL Touche Éclat Radiant Touch Concealer. It says that she uses this as part of her 5-minute face routine. It's for a simple and natural off-camera look. It retails for $38. I got the lightest shade 1, and I think this is like click packaging, right? Yeah, so it clicks up from the bottom. Usually to start these, you have to click it a ton to get it up there. So let's brush this on. Oh, it looks pretty pink. Looks like a salmon colored concealer. I'm gonna blend out one side with my finger and then the other side with a brush, just in case this is one that dries down quick. I don't think it is because it's like a radiant concealer, but let's just blend out one side at a time. I have been looking for something that I can wear on no makeup days to cover my darkness a little bit, but that doesn't look like I'm wearing concealer and that I also don't need to set. Right now I use the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer for that. I don't set it when I do no makeup days because I just do like a tiny little dab. Very light coverage. I actually don't really see a huge difference between the concealer side and the not concealer side at all. Do you? See if this goes any different. Blend it out with my finger. I feel like I got a tiny bit better coverage on this side. I'm going to try and add a little bit more because my under eyes still look pretty dark and it's not doing a whole lot of anything for $38. This might be one that I like to mix with another concealer. Okay, we'll see how powder sits on top of here. Right now I'm not loving it at all. It's not really doing a whole lot of anything. I'm just going to apply my usual under eye setting powders that I'll have linked down below. As you can see, my powders do add some coverage and they also brighten up under there. So if I have a super light coverage concealer that doesn't crease bad, I don't mind using it in this way, but this one is just like really not doing a whole lot of anything for me, that YSL one. So the powder that she mentioned in the article is the Makeup Forever Pressed Ultra HD Powder. I haven't used this in a long time, so I'm actually kind of excited to try this one again. I already had this one in my collection. But this one retails for $37. She says it lets your skin look shiny and fresh, but not greasy and shiny. I don't remember this powder making me look shiny and fresh at all. It actually is more of like a mattifying powder if I'm remembering correctly, but let's try it out. So I'm gonna use this to set the foundation around my pores and see if it kind of helps film in at all. Actually, that does look more blurring. It definitely looks matte, but you can see my pores on this side versus this side. It also darkened it a little bit. That can happen with translucent powders on my skin for whatever reason. So I'm going to set the area that I'm applying bronzer and stuff, my cheek area. I never like to set my forehead, so I'm going to skip that, but this is definitely a mattifying powder. Like this half of my face looks very matte now. Okay, so I just put on my eyebrows and bronzer because there wasn't a bronzer that she mentioned. I just put on the Too Faced Pineapple Paradise Strobing Bronzer. So one of her favorite blushes that she mentioned was a classic, NARS Orgasm. I feel like even if you're not into makeup, this is one of those products that you somehow hear about from someone and end up purchasing at some point in your life. She says she uses this on and off camera because it gives you a nice glow from within, and it retails for $39. Megan, we gotta get you some drugstore makeup, girlfriend. I actually haven't used this blush in a while, so I'm excited to try this again. I used to always use the e.l.f. one that was like a dupe for this, and then I'm pretty sure they discontinued it. It does give you a little bit of a glow, which I like in blushes. It does give you that really pretty like flushed kind of look, which I love. So I would use this again. So I'm gonna give my spritz, more coffee. Still have my Christmas mug. Don't judge me. So my face from here down right now is looking very matte. So I'm going to give my face another spritz with this hydrating mist to see if we can do things up a little bit. Over makeup is actually not adding a whole lot of glow at all. Looking at here down, it still looks very matte. So I think I would stick with this one underneath makeup because I do like the moisture that it added to my skin, but I don't feel like it's doing a whole lot over makeup. I'm going to add some MAC Fix Plus to do it up. She didn't have any eyeshadow palettes or eyeshadow really listed on there. She had one kind of smudging stick that I did buy that I'll show you guys in a second. But before we use that, I'm going to just kind of put something into my crease, just do a really basic kind of easy everyday eye look. So just because it's right here, I'm going to take that same bronzer. I love the packaging of this. Too bad the product's not that great. And I'm going to put this darker shade into my crease. Just realized we don't have any face highlight on. So we're going to pause on the eyes. I'm just going to put on my Too Faced Diamond Light. Ooh, there we go. Love the like wet look this gives your skin. Okay, and then on my finger, I'm just gonna take this gold shade in here. That's supposed to be kind of like a face highlight, but I'm just gonna use that as eyeshadow. All right, so it seems like the Duchess is all about her brown eye products. She had MAC Teddy eyeliner listed on there, but I wanted to pick up this one because I've never tried this, the Chanel Stylo Waterproof Long-Lasting Eyeliner. She said that she smudges this on her top and bottom. I thought this was more of like a smudge stick, actually. Guess it's not. This looks purple, but I did get the shade she said, 83 Cassis. It looks like a purpley brown. This might be really pretty. This was $33. Says she uses this on her upper lash line and waterline. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to town with this. I'm gonna smudge it on the top line first. So just applying it really close to my lash line, and then we're gonna smudge it out. I'm just using a flat liner brush. Actually almost looks more like purpley gray. Very cool toned brown. I do like that for just looking like natural, and it definitely adds like, you know, a little bit to my eyes. I haven't worn just like smudged out eyeliner in a long time. I kind of want to start doing it again because it gives your eyes some definition, but sometimes you don't want to do like a full-on winged liner, you know? So I'm going to try to apply this to my waterline like she does. Ooh, eyes are watering. My waterline is looking a little bit more purple, so I'm going to actually blend this underneath my lash line as well, and then we'll blend it out with a shadow. I really love the look of just waterline eyeliner on myself personally. Like it makes my eyes look smaller, so I'm gonna blend it down. I'm gonna go in with that same bronzer shade and blend that down my lower lash line. Just kind of like right on top of that eyeliner. I'm gonna take the same highlight I used and put that on my inner corner to brighten things up a little bit. I already lost the cat for this thing. Where the heck did that just go? Okay, it's a unique shade, and I do like how it's making my eyes kind of pop a little bit. I think I would try that out again, just on like an everyday, you know, smudge kind of look like this. But I'm going to try out her mascara recommendation, and then I'll probably still put on false lashes, so I feel like I need a little something on like my outer eye, but let's see how the mascara goes. Mascara was also YSL. This is the Baby Doll Volume Effects Luxurious Mascara. It says for a false lash effect. This is $32, and she said it's one of her essential cosmetics. Ooh, pretty packaging. Okay, so it looks like a little comb wand. Oh, damn. That was one coat. And that like separated them, but I feel like I also got some volume, and it's making me look like I have kind of more lashes than I do, I feel like. I like kind of the look of like clumpier lashes. I don't like super natural looking lashes. Because this one is a little bit more separating, I feel like this probably would layer well with my Too Faced Better Than Sex, because that one's like more volume and clumpy, and this one is more like separating and lengthening. Let me try and layer it up just because I'm curious. Dang. Okay. Whoa. So I feel like this is one of those mascaras that you probably could really customize if you like more natural lashes. If you just put on a little bit, and obviously don't go in for 2 layers, just go in for that first layer, I feel like you could get that effect. But if you like thicker, kind of clumpier lashes like I do, and you want to look like you have like false lashes on basically, I mean, that looks pretty dang good. Well, I definitely don't feel like I need false lashes now. I am super... Whoa. Too excited. I'm super excited to try this again. I feel like I haven't been this excited about mascara since not that long, NARS Climax, but this is very exciting. I should probably stop. Okay, we're stopping. All right, so last step is lips, and I picked up 2 of her recommendations for lips. The first is the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment. I've actually never tried this. I picked up the nude one. I think she mentioned like the pinker one, but I'm more of a nude fan than a pink fan. Pretty packaging. I feel like I've tried a deluxe sample of this or something from Sephora a long time ago. I don't think the nude one though. Wow, this is like, what the heck? That's really on there. So I'm probably just gonna first use this just so we can see how it is, and then I'll wipe it off and go in with the other lip product. It doesn't smell how I was expecting. It smells a little bit like citrusy or something. Okay, let's see how it says. This reminds me of an Aveda lip thing I used to use in high school that my mom had. So when I want a look like this, I usually use my Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask because it really like plumps up my lips, gives the same kind of color, but I feel like this one is just like emphasizing the dryness on my lips, and it's not making them look any more like plump. Feels pretty thin on the lip. Just for me personally, I don't really see myself wanting to use this again. I also feel like it's absorbing into my lips really fast, but I just wiped that off. So now we're gonna try this, which I have never tried. So many people rave about this lipstick. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution Modern Matte Long Lasting Lipstick. What shade is this? This is in the shade Very Victoria. So this isn't like the popular Kim K nude shade, but this is one that the Duchess recommends. Oh, I guess it was named after Victoria Beckham. Look at that. And this was $34, Charlotte Tilbury. Ooh, looks pretty dark actually. So nudes look different on everyone, obviously, depending on what your skin tone is. So if you have a darker skin tone like Megan, darker than I do, this will look like a lot lighter of a nude on you. On me, this is gonna look probably like a kind of deeper brown. Feels very buttery and just like comfortable on the lips. This reminds me of the Milani lipstick I used to always wear. What the heck was that shade? I'll find it and link it down below, but it's reminding me like almost exactly of that. On my skin tone, I feel like that's a pretty like wintry kind of nude since it is a little bit deeper, but it feels comfortable. I would say the finish is like a satin matte finish. So out of everything, I think the standout product, definitely this mascara. Like I said, very picky with mascaras. So this one was a good, pleasant surprise. I do like the Chanel eyeliner, just the shade of it for like an everyday look like this. I don't know if it's worth that much money. I could probably find a similar kind of shade and situation at the drugstore. I think the bottom two products for me is the YSL Touche Éclat Concealer. I feel like this did virtually nothing. I'm getting 99% of the coverage and like brightness underneath my eyes right now from my powders. This I just would never pay that much money for. I wouldn't even use this for like $5. I just didn't really see any kind of difference with that. This one I also not a big fan of, just doesn't do a whole lot for me. This foundation, I think I would like a bit more if I didn't put on that Makeup Forever powder, but I do like how my forehead's looking right now, and I am curious to see how this one wears throughout the day, so let me know if you guys want to see that full foundation Friday on this product, and if it's worth $135. If you guys enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. It does help me out in the YouTube algorithm every time you guys comment and thumbs up a video, so thank you. And if you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I will link everything I used on my face down below, Megan's, the Duchess's recommendations, and everything else on my face as well. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.